What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back with a banger today, guys, with a review of the upcoming Jordan 1 Reimagined Black Toe. The Jordan 1 Low Reimagined Black Toe is set to release in 2025. Yeah, it was originally set to release in October, I want to say, right? Like, it was supposed to be releasing this month. However, since it's been rumored, I guess, or an official, statement that it's been pushed back to 2025. And one of the reasons why, I don't know. I thought it could have been due to some delays or the fact that they want to push forward on, this 50th year anniversary of Jordan brand. That part I still just really don't know. And I think maybe in due time we'll kind of find out. But for the most part also, Jordan 1s have been flopping. We saw the Reimagined Royal flop. We saw the satin Jordan 1 women's colorway flop, and maybe they just didn't want to drop such a big storytelling shoe, a shoe that really meant a lot to Jordan brand as well, and maybe they didn't want to drop the shoe and just see it pretty much get diminished. That part, I don't know. I noticed is that my camera's trying to focus on Jordan instead of me. Come on now, bro. Do I gotta block his face? Maybe I don't know. Hopefully it's picking it up. Focus on me. It wants Jordan instead, bro. It wants Jordan instead. However, with that said, the Jordan 1 Reimagined Black Toe, reimagined, but however, for what I stated before, this is like the first time we're seeing a reimagined sneaker. The reimagined part is a part of an actual shoe itself. Now, Reimagined White Cement 3 was like an aged version in a way. The Lost and Found was an aged version of these two original colorways, but this one is an actual shoe that's not really de-aged, but what it is it's a sample or an old model that was once worn by Jordan during his rookie year, and for particular this promotional photo shoot that was done on the Jordan 1 itself. And these are actually some of the pictures also featured on that wrapping paper of Jordan rocking this specific pair of shoe. Now, this is before they had the Wings logo with the Air Jordan. This just strictly said Air Jordan itself. And as I stated before, these are shoes that were once worn by Jordan himself. And this particular pair, like this colorway, the Black Toe, was a pair that he wore and signed and gave to a friend. And you actually have his signature, and it says, "My very best, Michael Jordan." And it's a little scribbled. It's scribbled right there if you can see that, and we'll actually have some B-roll as well. And on the inside of the box, it says, "Special attention, Michael Jordan." Maybe, once again, like this is something that was scribbled on to make sure that his friend got the box, because that's what we actually read. When I actually read, I did my little bit of research and saw that this was a shoe that was given to a friend of Jordan's after one of those games. So this is kind of like the Jordan 1 before the Jordan 1. We've seen airships, of course, too. Like, don't forget about the airships. But when the Jordan 1 itself officially came out, or was starting to come out and be promoted, it wasn't featuring just the Air Wings that we saw when it officially released. It did just have the simple Air Jordan right there on the side. So this, is it right here. And the Black Toe is one of the original colorways. You got the Chicago's, the Black Toes, and of course the breads itself, or the bands that people would call it, that were banned by the actual league. But this one is, of course, another one that people kind of sometimes forget. They think of Royals, Chicago's, and breads, but they forget about the Black Toe. And with all the mochas and yellow toes, bread toes, UNC toes, the Black Toe is the original Dundada. Now, as far as material goes on this particular shoe, it actually has some very solid material. And from what I've read and seen, at least, this could change in 2025, but this was a $180 sneaker from what was being stated. However, like, the material utilized on this shoe is the material that is utilized on those, 285 high pairs. Like that from all of them that I've had and held over time, that very stiff and thick like leather, that is what is being felt and featured on this particular shoe. I would say pretty much everywhere except for the white. The white portions of the shoe itself has a very similar white type of leather. The leather that is utilized on pretty much all Jordan 1s that feature that white on it, it's similar to that, just like the Howard. So it's nothing really different there, but the black and the red has that more stiff, hard, stiff leather. So something a little bit different that definitely caught my eye. On the inside, you have a white insole with a black Nike Air. You might not be able to see that, but it's white insole, black Nike Air. You have the black tag with the red Nike Air on the tongue. You have, of course, the black laces, and it comes with a second pair of laces, which are featured in that red. And I think a lot of bread toes have all kind of came featured with that. Once again, the box, special box featuring Michael Jordan. And of course, this is the actual promotion images that they did when they were doing this shoe. And there was various different photos that they took. As you can see, there's one here. It was a photo shoot, bro. Photo shoot featuring these shoes through all out there. And then also on the paper, you kind of see the transformation of the Air Jordan and then the Wings logo coming into full fruition right there, and then Nike. So you kind of see the process, and it's kind of like you remember the Tinker 3s, how that was like the original prototype of the Jordan 3, and then later they removed the swoosh and then made it for what it is today. Kind of similar to what happened with the Jordan 1, where it had just had Air Jordan, and then eventually, he got his specific logo that we loved. And one thing about that was always weird is that logo only lasted for 2 shoes, the 1s and the 2s. After that, it pretty much was gone. But yeah, as far as release date goes, we don't really have any information. We don't really know much. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But maybe this might get pushed. I would say maybe I wouldn't be surprised if this is pushed to like February 2025, like an all-star weekend type of shoe. We'll just have to wait and see. As far as prices go, that's another thing we'll have to wait and see as well. Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG, white/black varsity red in sale. And yeah, this is a cop. This is a cop. This is definitely a cop. But unfortunately, we'll have to wait till 2025. But what we can do in the meantime is give you this review and end you guys off with an on-foot review as well. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.